hacer mi compañero, márquele, compa, estamos, dice.
Me quieren encadenado, dice por ser traficante, quieren mi retrato hablado y creen con eso atraparme. Si aceptaron compromisos, yo no he de retractarme.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Jorge Razo Podcast, Conociendo los Musicos. I have a very special guest today, compa. Muchas gracias por llegarle hoy, mi compa Rigo.
Muchas
de
gracias.
Grupo Legado 7.
Muchas gracias. Gracias por la invitación.
No, compa, I'm very excited, compa. And you guys been the talk of Instagram and the whole music scene right now for these last couple weeks, you know. But let's go ahead and get into this, compa.
Okay.
¿Cuántos años tiene mi pa?
Pues antes que todo quiero darte las gracias por el espacio, saludar a tu audiencia.
Your audience? ¿No audiencia?
A tu audiencia.
Yeah.
Your audience.
Your audience.
Muchas gracias por la invitación y es un honor estar aquí contigo.
No, compa, thank you. I appreciate you driving out here from the big city of Riverside.
Yeah, no, pues tengo 33 años.
33 years young,
yes,
compa.
Sir.
¿Quién tenía los 33 también? El pinche, el Junior.
Yeah.
El Junior también, 33 years, I think Junior Salazar.
¿Honesta?
Yeah, ya están viejos ustedes,
Ya
compa.
estamos.
Nada, te creas, mi compa Junior. No, compa, y where do you come from, compa? ¿De dónde?
Yo nací en Guanajuato, cerca de Pénjamo.
Ah, padre. Saludos a la gente de Guanajuato.
Yeah, mi padre y mi madre son ahí. Yo también nací ahí.
You were born there, compa?
I was born there and raised aquí in mostly Riverside.
Right here in
All my
Riverside?
life, yeah.
Oh,
desde,
shit.
Desde los seis años.
And when you, first of all, you know, shout out to mi gente de Guanajuato ahí. You're from Pénjamo, dice.
Cerca de Pénjamo, un ranchito se llama El Zapote. Ahí cerquita de Pénjamo.
El Zapote.
15 minutes away from
Zapote.
Yeah, I don't have a mic, but that's really closer to where I'm from than where you're from.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's like right. That's kind of like in between Guanímaro and Pénjamo.
Yeah, it's close to ¿cómo es? La Piedad.
La Piedad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Simón.
Ya, compa, yo estoy ahí cerca, you know, media hora a lo mejor. Por ahí. No, media hora a lo mejor. Ahí al rancho San José, Peralta, Guanajuato.
All right.
And so, you know, shout out to...
Paisanos,
Saludos a todos los
right,
paisanos allá de Guanajuato.
Sí,
Compa, so, you know, how's it like, compa, you know, being born over there and you know, transitioning over here? Or...
At first it was a struggle porque no hablaba el idioma de aquí. Y aparte, pues, back in the day, like, it was like, era como un pecado hablar inglés en la casa. Like, mi padre siempre, de aquí tienes que hablar español y que no sé qué.
Okay.
So it was a little harder for me to learn English, but ahí la
llevamos.
Ahí la llevamos.
And, compa, and you know, growing up like that, you know, don't want to get too much into your, like, immigration background and shit like that. But sí pudiste arreglar or shit like that.
Sí, pues mi padre me arregló en cuanto llegamos aquí. Ya duré like unos 14 años con la residencia y me hice ciudadano hace como unos 5 años.
Oh shit, compa, that's dope. That's pretty sick. The reason why I asked that is because también a veces mucha gente in the music industry le batalla eso con lo de las visas.
Sí,
o
no, eso
con
sí.
todo eso. So you had your...
Sí,
you didn't really have a...
No, yo nunca batallé, gracias a Dios, con eso, pero sí mucha gente le batalla.
Entonces, ¿a los cuántos años empezó esto de la música, mi compa?
Pues, para empezar, todos mis tíos son músicos, los hermanos de mi papá.
Okay.
Todos son músicos, mi papá fue músico, se retiró. Ahorita no toca, pero sí, él tocaba el bajo con mis tíos.
Uh-huh.
Y de ahí, pues, yo miraba a mi papá, mis tíos tocar y me gustaba, me gustó la música. Pero my dad didn't want me to be a musician.
Why is that?
Nah, he said, tú tienes que estudiar o tienes que hacer otra cosa porque los músicos son muy huevones, dice. No hacen mucho dinero.
Look at me now. No, compadre.
Sí, no, funny story. Mi papá nunca quiso que yo fuera músico. Me le iba a escondidas a la casa de mi tío a ensayar.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, mi tío Chava, le mando un fuerte abrazo, un saludo a mi tío Chava.
Awesome.
Él fue el primero que me enseñó los tonos del bajo.
And so when you start learning how to play, compa, like, How is that, you know, like, escondiéndote, trying to fucking...
It was hard because I would call my mom and ask her if my dad was almost home and shit. Like, I would race home to fucking be back at the house. Yeah,
shit.
It was hard, pero me gustaba.
Yeah.
Me gustaba. Le intentaba como de lugar para aprender.
And then you start picking the bass up.
Yeah.
And that's the instrument you only know how to play, or you had to
Sí, mi fuerte es el bajo. Sé poquito unos tonos de sexto, pero nada que ver.
Uh-huh. And you never tried any cantada at all, or no?
Not really. No, pues te digo, mi dad nunca.
No
había apoyo, pues.
And como that's crazy, like
Yeah.
Si de por sí es difícil aprenderse un instrumento y dedicarse a él, you know, I can only imagine how it would be to, you know, like hide this, you know, wanting to learn, hide all this fucking extra energy that you have wanting to learn, and having somebody not necessarily not apoyándote, but like not really having the support that you could have had, you know, your dad being a bass player.
Exactly.
It would have given you, like, you know, that little more of a head start.
More motivation too. Sí, es que sí afecta.
And how was it that when he found out that you were playing music?
Well, my uncle, mi tío tocaba, él tocaba con dinastía norteña la batería.
Okay.
Se salió y no tocaba el sexto. Aprendió por necesidad.
Oh, okay.
Aprendió el sexto y hizo un grupo, se llamaba La Sombra de Linares. Y sang.
Oh, okay.
Mi tío cantaba y ya pues me metió a su grupo. Yeah, batallándole, like, it was crazy. Junto con mi primo Paco, su hijo de él.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was young. Y así empezamos con mi tío.
And then your dad found out.
He found out y ya no le quedó de otra.
Yeah.
Ya no le quedó de otra, so.
Damn, compa.
Yeah.
He tripped on you, or like...
Yeah, he tripped mostly on my uncle, because...
No, I know.
Yeah.
Los sacaste,
sí,
cabrón.
Sí, no, he's all, ¿para qué le andas enseñando? No quiero que sea músico, que no sé qué, but...
But it was just more so of the whole, like, I don't want you to be...
The lifestyle que supuestamente él piensa que llevan los músicos, pero nada que ver.
Nah. This is... you know, a lot of the times musicians have this bad stigma or bad
mala fama.
Nos dicen borrachos.
Sí, mujeriego. No, you name it.
Más que nada borrachos, pues. Esa es una de las cosas que la neta
catalogan,
no.
Pues.
No, los catalogan y la neta no.
Y salud.
Y bueno, mi compa, so, you know, you said you started with your uncle, you started in his agrupación.
Yeah.
Can you recall your first gig?
Yeah, esa nunca se me va a olvidar. La neta, pues ensayamos mucho con mi tío y ya le cayó una tocada para Oregon.
In Oregon?
In Oregon.
Your first gig was in Oregon?
Te lo juro. I'm not making it up. So, fue un paquete, metieron a mi tío como Sombra Linares con un paquete grande de grupos. Creo que era Bronco, Socios del Ritmo, banda Arcángel R15.
My boy. Hey, first, let's just, you know, put it into perspective. Yeah. Your first gig is with Arcángel.
Bronco.
Compa.
Yeah.
And you know, people who have years of experience and shit like that can only, not necessarily dream, but can only fucking like hope to get that spot.
Yeah.
Compa, this is your first gig.
Yeah. Pues yo tenía, I think I was 15 at the time. 15, hombre, con unos nervios. Llegamos ahí, me subí al escenario con nervios. Toda la gente, hombre. Like,
how many people más o menos do you think it was?
I think around like 10,000 people. Yeah, no, y al bajar para irnos al evento, nos topamos a Lupe Bronco en el elevador. So, más nervioso me puse. I'm like, damn, am I really here? Like, that's crazy.
Compa, and what's funny is that a regular musician starting off, en lo personal, Casi me cagaba en mi primera tocada. For a couple people that were just chilling. Shout out to you, compa Julio. I said it on the last episode. Casi me cagaba on my first first gig. I had to stand behind the accordion player. Like it was bad, compa, for me. I could only imagine about 10.
Yeah, no, I wasn't easy, but I managed to fucking pull through.
You played it off.
Yeah.
Pero los nervios estaban.
Sí, hombre, like, de más.
But I would assume that after a gig like that, every other gig
de ahí
se facilita, ¿no?
Yeah, no, y sí, aparte fue una gran experiencia para nosotros, para mí también.
Los saludatos a don Guadalupe Esparza.
We stayed at the same hotel.
Oh shit! Yeah. Damn, compa, that's bad.
Yeah, that was a nice experience.
Ever since then, te lo has topado ever? Like,
not since.
Not since. No. Not even to the point where he could be like, "Oh, I remember this fucking."
No.
Damn, compa,
yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
Esa vez. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Bronco fam.
Sí.
So, compa, you start off with your uncle. You have your first gig. ¿Qué tanto tiempo siguió ahí en esa agrupación?
Duré, no me acuerdo cuánto duré con mi tío, pero de ahí me salí con mi tío porque creo que ya tenía otro bajista, like an old friend. Se iba a meter otra vez con mi tío, so
he basically gave you the boost. ¿Sabes qué?
Yeah, ¿sabes qué?
¿Sabes qué, sobrino? Pues ya como que ya valió madre.
Algo así, but no, entré con otra agrupación de allá de High Desert, de Victorville. Se llama Tierra Yaqui. Duré como unos like 2 years, I think.
Tierra Yaqui, yeah. We're talking a Tierra Caliente group? Or?
No, son de Sonora, de Obregón. Puras acá cumbias de Sonora, pues. Y duré como 2 años ahí trabajando, puras quinceañeras, parties and stuff. Y pues, after that, ¿para dónde fui? Pues después de ahí empecé a acompañar a varios artistas aquí de Los Ángeles. Muchos.
Like right here in this whole LA area. Yeah. So primarily, you were staying more in the high desert side, or?
Well, yeah, con ese grupo sí tenía muchas chambas allá para Victorville, but ya cuando me salí de ahí, pues ya me metí acá con varios.
Compa, so you're used to the drive then.
Yeah,
you're used to that fucking drive.
Simón,
porque, sí. I mean, yo también le batallo, la neta, but, that's crazy, compa.
Yeah, no, pues, it's corretear la chuleta wherever the money's at.
And, ¿cómo es que te metes, how do you transition from there into Legado 7?
Okay, at the time I was playing with Roberto Tapia. And, a veces que no había tocadas con Tapia, miraba que Ramón ponía en Facebook que andaban buscando bajista.
Yeah.
So Ramoncito. Shout out to compa Ramón.
Saludos, compa.
Y I would hit him up, hey, I'm down to gig it. Y me acuerdo que una vez nosotros estábamos en Guadalajara. Tocamos un viernes en Guadalajara con Tapia. Y miré que Ramón puso en Facebook que ocupaban un bajista para el sábado. Y dije, me lo voy a aventar. I'm gonna go gig with them. Mm-hmm. So de Guadalajara volé a Tijuana. De Tijuana crucé, agarré mi carro.
Oh, shit.
Manejé hasta Santana and I made it on time.
And you were apenas raspando la pinche.
Listo, yeah.
Damn, compa.
That was a mission.
And then you start gigging these fools?
Ya empecé a ayudarles. At the time no tenían bajista. Mi compa Genaro andaba en la batería ahí. Y ya fue cuando le dije a Ramón que si daba chance para entrarle al grupo. Ya dijo que sí, que le entrara.
And so let's back up a little bit, compa. Right. So throughout your time with Roberto Tapia is more of playing in Mexico, no?
We played here in U.S. and in Mexico too, a lot.
But it was primarily Mexico, or was it both?
era both.
Or was it when he was really popping during the time, no?
It was when he was like, I think in his prime.
What is it, like 8?
I joined 2010 to 2014.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 4 años duré.
No, entonces sí, you were playing, you know,
Yeah,
big
we
escenarios here.
we had a gig, ponle aquí in Cali, one day, the next day was in Mexico, así no le llevamos.
Andaba chambeando machina ahí con él.
Sí.
Más o menos, like how many days of a week were we?
He would be booked like every weekend.
Every weekend estaba.
When I first joined, era cada fin de semana. Ya cuando el último año que estuve con él, ya sí fue bajando un poquito la chamba, pero sí nos mantenía ocupados.
Pero bajado la chamba, I would only assume because también the category of Roberto Tapia ya iba elevando, ¿no? Because I remember at first, you would see at this club or at this, you know, venue or lo que sea, and then you started seeing at this theater, at this fucking, bigger
casinos and stuff.
Iba subiendo pues.
Sí.
So, I mean, I could only assume, you know, the price went up. So,
no,
baja
they wouldn't book him.
Baja un poco la chamba.
Sí, es cierto.
So you're no stranger, compa, to big, huge venues.
No. He tocado en barras, he tocado en stadiums, en todas partes.
Where's your favorite place that you like to play?
My favorite? I don't think I have a favorite, but una vez tocamos en Los Cabos.
Los Cabos?
En Los Cabos, yeah, that was a nice experience too.
That was like your one of your favorite experiences there?
Yeah.
No, compa. When you get into Legado, did you guys really think like, oh, this thing's gonna blow up, or how was your perspective?
Not really, pues, la idea era nomás de chambear y tocar en privadas y mantenernos ocupados. That was the main goal.
I remember I saw you guys play at not I didn't see you guys, but I saw that you guys were playing at a buddy of mine's house. Shout out to you, compa Sergio. And you know, during that time, you guys were barely starting with that CD you guys dropped with all of the ineditas that just took off.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like, how was that experience, compa, from being that, you know, band that you were kind of thinking like, oh, you know, I just want to work, I just want to chambear, I just want to be gigging.
Yeah.
To something that just blew up.
Pues fue de repente el cambio, like, de la nada el corrido el afro se roló, muchos grupos like tocándolo, pidiéndolo. It was crazy.
I mean, el corrido el afro definitely is, and I don't want to sell your career short. You know, I don't want to say like, oh, because of el afro you guys blew up, but that definitely had a big impact on you guys' career. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it feels great going up on stage and having people vibe with that song.
Yeah.
No?
Sí, no, like a lot of people like the corrido y despegó y nos abrió las puertas.
So a lot of times when you start off, because with Legado it was just a different style.
Way different, yeah.
And you know, musicazos, and I say that you guys are fucking awesome, compa. De lo que es del bass a fucking al staff, you know, the pinche equipazo machín.
Muchas gracias.
And you know, you guys started implementing a new style, which was, you know, the corridos verdes, or that's how people started categorizing you guys.
Sí,
you know, but a lot of times when you start something new, a new trend and shit like that, you also get criticism.
A lot of people don't accept new trends or new things.
How was that, compa, dealing with you know, those criticisms?
Well, no nos it wouldn't bother us a lot because we would stay in our lane, like chambeando, tratando de hacer música, sacar música. That's what we would do. We wouldn't like no nos importaba lo que los malos comentarios. Pues,
yeah. So. Legado 7 starts off with Alex singing and playing sexto, ¿no?
Sí, man.
you on bass, Ramoncito on the accordion, and Kenaro on drums.
And drums, yeah.
Entonces, de repente, I saw that Alex was just singing. That he wasn't playing sexto no more.
Simón.
Why was the switch? Or?
Well, él se quiso enfocar más en cantar.
La letra.
Simón.
Compa, it's complicated.
Yeah.
it's complicated.
Well, I'm not a singer, but I can imagine.
Yeah, it's just playing, singing,
Sí, no.
hablando.
Interactuando con la gente.
Compa, that's complicated.
Sí,
And it was one of those things that I was like, why? Well, you know why? Because
Sí.
I mean, aparte, Alex is a sick ass sextero.
Yeah, he's playing.
I think he plays pretty. I mean, I'm no sextero, but you know what I mean. Like,
Toca chingón, mi compa.
I think he plays very well.
Yeah.
So I was just like, it's one of those questions that you're just like, why?
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
sí,
like-
se quiso enfocar más en la cantada, pues.
And you know, you guys really take off with the periódico Gallito. Later on, you guys start being more mainstream. Aparte, like en la calle, you guys were getting played a lot, compa. The only reason why, not the only reason, but a reason why I found out about you guys was the drummer that I had during the time. Shout out to my homie Joseph. He just started bumping you guys, and I listened to it and I was like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck are these guys? Like this is crazy, like this is something different. This is, like something spectacular. And he was like, oh, it's Legado 7, these are sick, blah, blah. And then, you start blowing up, you guys start saying all these other gigs and shit like that. And it's just so crazy, like how in a short time you guys can elevate the way you guys did.
Sí.
How was the company that you guys were with? How did they help you out with that?
Pues obviamente ellos tienen sus contactos, tienen sus palancas, like pues hicieron su parte ellos también.
And you guys, I seen you guys on a magazine cover, compa, saying that you guys were, the new, how do you say it? The new wave, the new wave of music, the new thing that's gonna be out, the new trend.
Yeah.
And then you guys really implicated that, compa. You guys really fucking took off on a new level, moving yourself onto something that's not normal norteño music, but just like something else. How proud of you? I guess we can say how proud of you are that you guys actually created a new genre, compa.
Well, see, I'm super proud. Like, I mean, like, it's something that you create, como pues haces algo nuevo y que le guste a la gente es algo bien chingón.
I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, compa, like, you're a very humble person. You're a very, very cool person. I mean, I've hasta hoy lo conocí, so, you actually decided to come out here. I hit you up. You're real cool. I've hit you up prior, and, you always responded to me and shit like that, which is, I think, one of the best qualities in agrupaciones. There's also, all right, compa, let's go back into, your Roberto Tapia days.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's more than a fucking crazy ass experience, being out in Mexico and, all that shit and all the stories that come with, being on the road and shit like that. Yeah. Can you tell me a couple or one of the craziest stories, you guys had on the road?
I think the first time I helped them out was one of the craziest.
¿Y qué pasó ahí?
Pues yo era un miércoles. Me acuerdo que I was home and I received the call that if I wanted to go help out Roberto Tapia in Mexico. They had a private going on.
Who gives you that call, compa?
I think it was Gogo, Victor. El Víctor Quintero, el drummer.
El drummer,
yeah.
Okay.
He calls me up, hey, te van a marcar del equipo Roberto que ocupan bajista. Van a ir a Reynosa, Tamaulipas. And it was when it was fucking war zone out there. Yeah, so I'm out, let's go.
You're not hesitant at all, compa?
La neta no le pensé. Le dije, pues, si te va a tocar en tu casa, donde sea. I mean, y aparte, pues, es trabajo.
But we're not going to go out and look for it.
Aparte, no, pues sí. But I ended up going. We drove. They picked me up in Riverside. We drove to, I think it was Laredo. Cruzamos por Laredo. Fueron 24 horas, 24-hour drive. Y aparte no conocía a nadie en la van.
It was awkward?
It was awkward as fuck.
You're like...
It was awkward as fuck. No conocía a nadie en la van. Nomás ahí, pues, esperando llegar a chambear.
You didn't put no earphones on?
Simón,
trying to block
pues,
everybody
sí,
out? Like,
Simón, ya cruzamos Laredo. Llegamos ahí a la frontera. Fueron por nosotros. Nos llevaron al hotel, nos cambiamos y fuga para la chamba. Llegamos a una hacienda y ya pues nos bajamos y went inside y fuck, like, pura gente armada.
Fuck.
Pura gente armada y hombre por todas las the walls, pura gente con rifles, granadas colgadas y tocamos 5 horas ahí.
But like that shit wasn't intimidating, compa?
Yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't my first time in Mexico en una privada, sí, pero sí en Reynosa, Tamaulipas, when they had the beef with otros carteles.
Oh, so they weren't there to like show up. They were more so like because anything could happen.
Yeah,
sí,
tienen su protección y gracias a Dios no pasó nada esa noche, pero sí, it was.
You were out there nervous as fuck, no?
Hell yeah, compa. Hell yeah.
Compa, I can only imagine, pues, like this shit, like in a war zone, we got motherfuckers there, not because they just want to be there and listen to music.
They're there for a reason.
Compa, that's some fucking crazy ass shit. Y otra historia, compa, que tenga ahí
una vez en Michoacán, cuando andaban los templarios peleando las plazas. Una vez tocamos en Apatzingán y cerraron las entradas de la ciudad. Y ya no sé cómo lo hicieron, pero nos dejaron entrar. Tocamos ahí en un evento. Al otro día estaban cerradas las entradas o las salidas.
O las salidas, pues.
Sí, y no sé quién le dijo a Tapia que se fuera por una brecha, que no sé qué, for like off-roading. Literally a trail. Y ya nos fuimos por ahí, pero le dijeron que bajara los vidrios porque si los llevaba arriba le podían tirar o whatever.
Oh, because they wouldn't know who the fuck it is.
Simón, y nosotros, fuck. First of all, queríamos que no se metiera el sol porque imagínate en una
de noche,
arriesgando que nos tiraran, no. Muy feo esa madre.
No, compa, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure gigging in Mexico is just such a crazy experience,
crazy,
no? But I mean, just recently he came out on I forgot whose podcast. Oh, Barajas from Anima Norteño.
Mm-hmm.
Came out on his podcast and he talks about, usted conoció el Chapo and shit like that. And he was like, Simón, usted también lo conoció or whatever. But like it's just crazy how, those big artists and shit like that, they play for these, big cartel people, these big known names.
Esa posada, esa posada que menciona, I was there.
You were there, compa? Oh, fuck. Did you meet him personally?
Yeah, I did.
¿Y cómo se le hizo?
A humble person.
Like how Roberto said. I mean, I don't know if you saw the interview, but
I haven't seen it.
But he said, he was one of the most humblest persons he ever met.
Yeah, pues nosotros estábamos tocando. Fue una posada en Culiacán y estábamos tocando, and all of a sudden I just turned to my right y miré una persona caminar hacia las mesas rodeado como por 30 personas. Y ya me quedé pensando, oh shit, like, who's that?
Who's this fucking guy?
Yeah, y ya acabamos de tocar y nos dice Roberto, venga para ir a saludar al viejón. So, ahí vamos a la mesa donde está sentado.
¿Nervios o no nervios?
Como no, like, I was shooting bricks. Yeah. Ya se para, me saluda, me da un abrazo, mucho gusto.
Like that?
Mucho gusto, chavalona. Aquí tiene su casa, lo que se le ofrezca y todo. Like that.
Compa, that's fucking crazy. And not to get too personal on a personal note like that, but han habido varias personas que he conocido así that are some big.
Yeah, pues no es que yo las conozca, nosotros nomás vamos a chambear.
A chambear ahí, pues, and shit like that. But I mean, like, you got into, got to know them, but you've met them.
Yeah, no, pues sí.
That's so crazy, compa. You know how, and the thing is, this is the, for big agrupaciones or for big artists and stuff like that, it's sort of the norm. You know what I mean? It's sort of the norm to fucking meet these people that love music.
Yeah, exactly.
That are willing, aparte de eso, that are willing to pay the big bucks that comes with paying for a big agrupación like Legado.
Yeah, pues normalmente no andas investigando a quién le vas a ir a tocar. Te dicen, no, hay una presentación aquí, vas y haces tu chamba y that's it.
They like music too.
Exactly.
So
they're human beings.
They're human beings. They like music too and shit like that.
Right.
They just, they have the leeway of contratando the big name artists like Roberto Tapia.
Yeah, tienen con qué.
That's crazy, compa.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the, as a small agrupación, you're kind of like, oh, I would love to play for these big people, various hours and whatnot and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But how you're explaining it to me, I mean, I've played for various hours here for people that are not nowhere close to those people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pero ellos jalan 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours.
Yeah.
But how you're explaining to me right now is just like, oh, you want to go play for them over there in that posada. It was only like a 5-hour thing.
Yeah, it was nomás una presentación, 45 minutes.
That's what, it's weird, compa, like a lot of the times, I don't want to say like them fake ballers or whatever, but it's just like the people that I think they're doing it out here and shit like that.
No, pues hay niveles también.
Yeah, but it's just like so crazy how it's just like, oh, these people are like, se la pasan que otra hora, like being alborotado.
Pues mientras paguen.
Yeah, you gotta kind of be there.
Yeah, mientras tengan con qué pagar, no hay pedo que.
Digan lo que quieran, digan misa,
digan
mi jefe.
Así es.
So, compa, who are your favorite bass players?
I have several. Con el que crecí escuchando fue el bajista de Sergio Vega. En paz descanse, mi compa Crisanto.
Did you get to meet him?
I met him. I met him once in Guaymas, Sonora, y aquí en Hesperia.
How was that, compa? Like, how was that meeting meeting somebody you idolize and shit?
Oh, algo chingón, algo like a dream come true, compa.
So,
he's like my main, ¿cómo se puede decir?
Al que admira más en la música.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, compa. Like being able or having the means of, getting to know these people or like being around these people that you idolize and you.
Yeah.
Did you fan out? Like, did you like?
Yeah, starstruck.
Yeah, you got like starstruck and shit.
Yes,
did you come up to him like, hey, I fucking love your work and shit like that?
Cómo no, era un bajista muy chingón, la neta.
And any other bass player?
Hay varios, te puedo mencionar como a 20.
Let's run down the list.
All right, let's start with Kilo Robles, el hermano Salomón Robles, Noé Robles,
La familia Robles.
Pues todos los Robles son una chingonería. De ahí nos brincamos para acá, Maurilio Pineda, olvídate, mi compa Aarón González, ¿quién más?
I don't feel the bass.
Yeah, mi compa Aarón, mando un fuerte.
Shout out to you, compa,
abrazo,
and their new project.
El Elite, ¿no?
La Élite.
I
mean, he said it was Los Angeles Elite.
Okay.
Pero cuando estaba escuchando las grabaciones, aparte, pinches grabaciones.
Son unos monstruos,
Oh my God, compa. It's on Apple Music. Well, I heard it on Apple Music. I'm pretty sure it's like on Spotify and all that stuff.
Yeah, en todos lados.
L.A.Elite or La Élite or Los Angeles Elite, however you want to call it. Go check them out. It's on there. fucking bad.
Fire music.
So, Aarón.
Sí, el Aarón. El papá de los cachorros que no se queda atrás. ¿Quién más? Hombre, ¿no? ¿Quién más? Pues Barragas, que ni se diga. De los antaños.
Puro músico.
Puro monstruo. Yeah,
so Marilo Pineda, why him on the, like, why? Aparte de que toca cualquier pinche instrumento, you know?
Sí,
but what's the style that you really like about him?
I think he was one of the first bass players aquí en el área de Los Ángeles de renovar poquito el estilo. Cuando empezaron todos los corridos progresivos.
A revolucionar la música. Pues.
Sí, él fue puede ser el creador de ese estilo. Pues.
And during the time, you know, all the grabaciones, I'm pretty sure, no, correct me if I'm wrong, but all the grabaciones que estaban haciendo Gerardo Ortiz, all
Regulo.
the ones de Regulo, all the crazy shit that you heard, that was him.
Yeah, badass musician.
I never had the privilege of meeting him, but saludazos, compa, and la neta, one of the people that came to, like you guys per se, that came to revolutionize music. So came to not just change it, but change it and give it your own style and give it your own flavor and give it your own make music. Make great music even better.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Is, yeah.
Make music great again, dice mi cuñado. Donald Trump has... and I don't feel the bass.
Aarón es un monstruo, Aarón. La neta.
And like I said, I've never met him personally. I've just messaged him and igual como usted que le digo que we see you guys, compa, la neta, like on another level.
No.
You know what I mean? No, pero like being realistic, compa, we see you guys like on another chain, you know, and to be able to respond to us, you know, us.
I mean, para eso estamos. Like,
nah, pero pues es que la neta no todos son así, mi compa. I don't mean I'm not gonna name drop, you know, but compa, you know, like
pues cada quien.
Yeah.
I try to convivir con todos.
And who's your favorite bass, compa?
My favorite bass.
The brand that you go with, or the one that you think is.
That's an easy one, compa. The one I'm using currently.
Which one is that?
Ken Smith.
Ken Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, también trae uno mi compa McMuffin. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, compa. Según iba a venir mi compa, pues puro pedo, mi compa.
Plantados, pues.
Puro pájaro nalgón ahí, mi compa.
Y tan cerca que vive aquí.
Mi compa vive como a 5 minutos caminando. Así son los famosos.
Yeah. Sí, será el Ken Smith.
El Ken Smith?
It's always been my dream bass, ese bajo desde que empecé. Obviously, nunca podía comprar uno de esos, but yeah, ese bajo está bien chingón.
Compa, they're pricey.
They are.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
What is it that makes them so unique or makes them so?
I think everything that that it has, the exotic wood, all the preamp, todo is brand Ken Smith. Yeah, y son handmade.
I heard it. I heard it with McMuffin.
Yeah.
In a personal, in my personal opinion, se escuchaba muy like not too loud.
Not too loud.
I don't know. Maybe it was just the way it was regulated on the sound system, or I don't know. But
normalmente esos bajos, yo la neta no le pongo nada de bajos porque no, hombre.
Porque se
explotan
las bocinas.
La neta, yeah.
And with your bass, compa, what's your favorite song and your least favorite song to play?
My favorite song. I don't think I have a favorite song to play, but I enjoy all of them.
You enjoy playing?
Simón, sí. Obvio que en las privadas, que las canciones que ya están bien quemadas son las que no te gustan tanto tocar.
¿Cuál es la que le han parado más, compa? A ver, dígame aquí. ¿Cuál es la que más le han parado tocar?
La neta, yo creo que Chuy y Mauricio.
Damn,
La
compa.
neta, güey.
Damn.
La neta, güey. Like, damn. O ¿cómo se llama? Dos botellas. ¿Cómo se llama esa song? No.
¿Dos botellas de mezcal?
Ándale, esa. Esa, una.
Compa, those are the bangers, though. You guys...
I know, pero en las fiestas te la piden como 20 veces.
Son los grandes éxitos
Sí,
de...
son los...
They do ask those fucking songs.
Yeah,
right?
no, sí.
Pero fíjese que a mí, en lo personal, no me han pedido mucho la de Chuy y Mauricio ya. But for a time,
Back in the day?
But back in the day, yeah,
no?
that shit was... You know which one me enfadaba?
¿Cuál?
Like, machín. El americano.
¿Oh, neta? Pues el americano no tanto porque tenía sus tonillos ahí, pero
No, compa, the thing is, when it hit, like, at its peak, motherfuckers were asking for that shit like 20 times during the tanda.
Es lo que te digo,
It was just like, we would finish playing, the next song era otro rollo, and then, compa, otra vez el americano,
Sí,
like, compa, we just played it. Otra vez, chingue su madre, like, dog, like, that shit
no,
frustrating.
Pues, y aparte, pues, el cliente paga, pues, el cliente
No,
manda.
pues sí, el cliente te dice, toca esta y esa toca.
Yo me acuerdo que en Culiacán una vez tocamos una song como unas 20 veces. Y se acababa otra vez. Toda una tanda.
All right, compa. Now, let's get into some real hard questions. A ver si me la responde.
Okay.
What's the least thing you like about playing music?
The least?
Or what's one of the things that you can say, I can live without this? You know what I mean?
Las mujeres.
No, the least? That's a good one.
Something that you're like, I love music, but I wish I didn't have to do this shit.
Oh, pues muy fácil. Antes cuando tocábamos en privadas, recoger el equipo, güey. La neta, esa madre... Damn, compa.
Compa, but you don't do that no more.
No,
compa, you don't.
No more.
You don't. Ahorita, yeah, this is him going on stage. This is him getting off stage.
Así.
And sometimes not even that, like this.
No, pues antes en las privadas we had to connect, we had to pick up, y esa madre, no hombre, yo creo que a ti no te gusta esa madre.
Hey, but I have to, because how's that shit going home if I don't pick that shit up?
Yeah, I think that's the least shit.
That's one of the things that you...
Odio esa madre. Especially cuando ya has tocado unas 9, 10 horas y ya te toca todavía recoger el pinche sonido.
Compa, not this past weekend, but the one before that. Oh no, this last weekend too. 8 hours.
Damn.
And then, para todavía tener que recoger el sistema.
Es lo que te digo.
Luckily, this weekend, what was it, like a Thursday? We had somebody go set up the system.
No, pues se requiere.
We did
para llegar y ya a gusto, pero sí, esa madre, con ganas de dejar el sonido ahí, buy a new fucking set. La neta, güey.
Nah, compa. I've seen you gig a couple times prior. I mean, not prior. Without Legado.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do you still like enjoy that? Like, you know, playing with different agrupaciones and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, mainly pues porque no había nada que hacer. Güey.
Yeah. Throughout this whole COVID time and shit like that, where you guys were stopped and shit like that. Like, you were gigging with
yeah, pues primos or conocidos que me hablaban. Yeah, like, I mean, we weren't doing shit.
Shout out to you, compa Freud. I think he gigged with you.
Yeah, mi compa Freud, Simón.
Shout out to you, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Aparte de eso, me mandó las canciones que había grabado.
¿O grabaste, Freud? Neta.
Grabaste, Freud, y no nos mandaste. Digo, hey, está perro mi compa Freud, la neta. Está perro para la cantada, para el sexto. Está otro rollo mi compa.
Yeah.
But throughout this whole COVID time, sí, la neta, sí los bajó machín on the gigs and shit.
Pues sí, aparte, nosotros terminamos la gira en noviembre. So esperamos noviembre, diciembre, enero, febrero, marzo para empezar abril.
Oh,
so
fuck.
we were
So
off way before the fucking COVID started. We were like five months in.
It's 5 months into break, not knowing you're gonna have another fucking year.
Duramos como un año y medio sin trabajar, güey.
How was that, compa?
It was hard. It was hard because, I mean, like, you're used to fucking be out and about cada fin de semana, andar viajando, tocando. It's hard.
And then that shit just...
Yeah. Ya no lo vas a hacer.
No lo vas a hacer.
Está cabrón.
Aparte de eso, pues también los biles que no paran, compa.
No, compa, no, olvídate. Y yo apenas había comprado un carro antes, como 2 semanas antes de que cerraron todo y...
La troconona que está parqueada allá. That shit's bad, my boy.
Thank you.
You posted a video earlier and I was looking at the interior, compa.
It's clean. No,
That shit's so clean, compa. But, I mean, como le digo, los biles no paran, compa.
Exactamente, los pinches biles no esperan, no saben de COVID los biles.
Damn, compa, that's crazy. Yeah. And I mean, this shit's done. I mean, obviously, COVID, you know, people lost their lives and shit like that, and we're over here complaining about because we didn't go to work or whatever. But it did stunt, you know, like a lot of people, it did stop them, put them into a halt. Some businesses didn't come back. And now that you're coming back, compa, now that you guys are starting to play again and shit like that, how do you feel? You know, do you feel like relieved? Do you feel...
I feel blessed, la neta, porque no mucha gente, todavía mucha gente sigue sin trabajo.
Y eso
la neta sí, y pues ya para volver a pisar escenarios, I feel blessed, la neta.
And I saw you this last weekend playing at this big, or to me it looked big, but a big venue. Being able to play alongside, or not alongside, but in the same
stage,
share the same stage with Intocable. How was that experience, compa?
That was badass.
You were...
Sí, yo encantado de ver a esos musicazos tocar.
And for the people that are not like in the music world or don't really know, Intocable pues es every musico's dream to share a stage. Every musico's dream to get an acknowledgement of, or, you know, un pinche saludo de mano, abrazo.
Una leyenda.
Son la mera cosa, pues. How, like, I'm pretty sure it's something surreal, no? Like, just to be able to...
no, pues sí, para que Legado estuviera en el mismo evento que Intocable, that's something new, something like algo chingón.
And aside from that, compa, it's just, I mean, like, you guys were categorized as you guys are, when you start a new trend, like I've said prior, you get criticism. You get categorized as a lot of the time something that you're not.
Yeah.
You guys are musicazos, compa. You guys are fucking musicazos de madre. But you also sometimes get categorized wrongfully to be something you're not. Let me explain a little better. You guys are often put in or in conversation of no, pues pinches músicos no, by the greats or by, you know, like prior musicians or by whatever, you know, like they just look at you guys as like, what the fuck are those guys doing? You know what I mean? And for you guys to share, you know, a stage with one of the greats.
Yeah, no, y déjame decirte que se portaron bien a toda madre con nosotros. Like something unreal, like bien amables, bien, like fueron, nos saludaron, muchas gracias por venir y todo ese rollo, like that's crazy.
And I feel like if you were still in the same situation which you guys were with before, you guys wouldn't have had that opportunity.
I doubt it.
I just feel like it's this whole breakup situation, divorce, however you want to call it, compa. I feel like it's just something that's gonna be just, you know.
Well, I mean, cada cambio trae cosas diferentes o a lo mejor cosas más buenas.
Well, hopefully, compa. Hopefully, this gives you guys a bigger fan base. A lot of things that I saw was that, you know, you guys were categorized as corridos tumbados.
Yeah, personally, I don't think so. Que nosotros, we
no,
fit in there.
No, but a lot of people, because of the label, because of whatever,
por las agrupaciones donde
they would categorize you guys as that. And I've always said before, I'm like, no, that's they're something different. Like, they're corridos verdes, but corridos tumbados, no. Why? Because I feel like you guys are so well educated in music, are so on another level to whatever we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you guys are so you guys are just so fucking good at what you guys do.
Yeah, pues cada quien tiene su estilo, pues, like, nosotros, enfocados en los corridos verdes, como mencionas tú. Cada quien trae su estilo. Pues.
Aparte de eso, compa, the Cachorro songs you guys did, all those love songs you guys do.
We're a big fan of Cachorros.
Compa, those shits are fucking bad. All the fucking stuff that you guys have done, the Cachorros, the other norteñas, all that shit, compa, you guys are so fucking sick, compa. I just want to go ahead and felicitarte on you know, your guys' success, on your style, compa, on creating a whole new genre, compa, which is crazy. You know what I mean? To be able to go through life and maybe when you're 50, 60 years old, say, you know what? We paved the path for these upcoming artists. Or a lot of people want to seguirnos, like un tipo Tucanes, un tipo Cachorros, un tipo Ramón Ayala, you know, just making your
trying to follow,
leaving your footprint, compa. Leaving your footprint and
como dice mi compa Ramón, creando un legado, pues.
Creando un legado, compa. En la neta, you guys are creating a legacy that's sin igual, compa. No, not too many can say they did what you guys have done.
Yeah.
So, compa, for, you know, bass recommendations, compa, for starting off bass player, somebody that wants to go ahead and, you know, invest their time and shit like that, and what kind of bass do you recommend for them?
Yo siempre digo lo que la bolsa te permita, güey. La neta, si no tienes pa un bajo caro, pues limit yourself. Go try the bass. Obviously, un bajito que no esté pesado. Pues si estás tocando en chambitas, bajito que suene bien, nomás.
A lot of times, my cuñado talks shit, machín. And I shout him out right now, mi cuñado Caesar. Because I bought a Ibanez Ibanez, or however you want to, cualquier acento que le quieras meter al pinche bajo. And I've had that bass for a while, you know, and I love the bass because it's light, it's real easy to play.
Práctico,
it's you don't have to press down too hard on it. A lot of times with these Fenders or with these other, and you can beep it out, Gio. Maybe they might get mad or whatever, but I don't think they'll see this podcast. But you have to fucking overextend your fingers a lot of times, compa. You gotta fucking be doing this and fucking looks like you're throwing gang signs and shit. Like, this shit is just like otro pedo. Like, this shit's, you know, like, and me as a singer and bass player, like, I try to, like, you know, make it a little easier on myself.
Yeah, exactly. No, pues,
but like you said, like, whatever the pocket.
Your budget, yeah. Si tienes pa un fodera, pues.
De volada.
Jálate.
Compa, you know, you have family, compa, and this music scene is sometimes glorified in the sense that, you know, people are looking at you, people are seeing you, you're making money, you're doing whatever you wanna, you're enjoying what you do and shit like that. But a lot of times it takes a toll on the family. How do you do it to manage your family life, compa, and your music life?
Well, tienes que dedicarle su tiempo a todo. Yo así lo veo. Tienes que dedicarle tiempo a tu familia, igual que a tu trabajo también.
You think you're real good on
yo pienso que sí, me la paso con mis hijos. Cuando regreso de trabajar, trato de darles todo el tiempo que pueda ya.
So, this work requires, compa, a lot of viajes. A lot of flying, a lot of time in airports, compa. What bad experiences have you had in those airports?
Airports, creo que una vez nos quedamos dormidos, nos quedamos en el aeropuerto por 9 horas, creo. esperando que se cancelaba el vuelo, nos daban otro y se cancelaba, y así nos tenían.
When you said quedado dormido, I thought you meant like que me quedé dormido. We
No.
all missed the fucking flight.
Nah, they would cancel the flight. They would give us a new flight. It would be canceled. Y así no lo llevamos por 9 horas.
What airline was this, compa?
I don't want to say.
We'll beep it out, Jill. What airline was this, compa?
I think it was.
Beep it out, Jill. What other experiences have you had? Because I've had friends that have had horrible experiences.
In with what?
With their instruments, with their viajes, with the people there, with the fights, and with the...
Pues hay poquito de todo. Hay veces que te deja de funcionar el instrumento. Una vez así me pasó en una fiesta. Se le murió la batería a mi bajo. Y tocamos en un rancho donde no vendían baterías de ese tipo.
The 9-volt?
Yeah, the 9-volt. Yeah, so, imagínate el bajo sonando bien feo.
You ever had an airline fuck up on your instrument? Or drop your instrument? Or...
Yeah. No, pues a cada rato they treat them like shit. They treat them like shit, literally. Yeah, güey. Sí,
they throw these bitches, they fucking...
Como si fuera basura o los avientan los estuches.
Have you had colegas that have broken an instrument?
Yeah, all the time. Y más los guitarreros, los que viajan con bajo sextos, requintos, todo eso, son los que le dañan más porque they're more fragile.
What's the one that you saw that you were like, fuck?
Hace poquito. What's his name? El bajo sextero de Junior Salazar.
Fuck, I have no clue, compa.
Mi compa, no me acuerdo su nombre. Total, le destruyeron su bajo sexto, pues. Y con ganas. Eso no fue a little damn. That shit
looked like he broke that shit on stage.
Yeah, como los inquietos acá, tipo inquietos.
Damn, compa, it's just like, imagine... And if this is the bajo sextero de mi compa Junior Salazar, shout out to you, compa. This is not $500, $600, $1,000. We're talking $2,000 and up.
Yes, sir.
Sexto.
Yeah.
You're on your way to your tocada. You're on the airport. You know, you're fucking... Agarraste el vuelo, agarraste el viaje. You're good. You're on your way. When you get to the place where you're going to play at... Maybe you were 30 minutes away from your gig. Maybe you're a couple hours from your gig or lo que sea, and you find out your sexto is totaled, crashed, smashed, lo que sea.
Ya me imagino lo que pasó.
What would go through your head right there, compa? If you fucking woke up from your little happy nap in the fucking airplane.
Yeah.
And then fucking, you know, you're fucking...
Yo creo que le pegaría una regañada a todos los de la aerolínea.
But I've seen, compa, that a lot of the times that those fucking airlines don't give a...
Yeah.
Te dicen, no, pues...
Es que nadie se hace responsable, pues.
And it's not like you can pinpoint to what
exactly the
know?
guy that, nah, güey.
What would you do, compa, la neta?
Pues meto un claim. Simple as that. Yeah. Pay for my shit.
Pay for my shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of times, pues, como te digo, you know, what if you got the gig tonight?
En ese caso, pues se trata de conseguir un instrumento así en caliente.
En caliente, no importa cómo suene, no importa de...
Con que dé la nota, güey, con eso, güey. Yeah. Una vez así nos pasó en Tennessee. We checked in, nos fuimos a la alberca, fue durante el día. Y ya cuando regresamos al cuarto, ya las ventanas estaban quebradas. The accordion was missing, cell phones were missing, the laptop.
No, con Roberto.
Ya, con Roberto. Y pues en caliente, tratando de conseguir acordeón, bajo sexto, y pues sí logramos conseguir. Pero nada, creo que tocó con un Honor chiquito, güey.
Y aparte de eso, tocando desagusto.
Sí, no, pues no tocas igual que como tocas con tu instrumento, pues.
Compa, that must suck, you know. Like, I
Yeah,
can only imagine, you know.
Aparte de eso, pues pierdes tu feria, pues.
And it's not like it's Roberto's fault.
No.
So it's not like you can be like,
I think it was management fault. Porque, la neta, güey, papá.
Why is that, compadre?
No, es que pues, si te ponen en un pinche hotel acá culerón, güey, pues, come on. You'd rather pagar poquito más y estar en un área
un área segura.
Exactamente, güey.
But I mean, do you think que ya los traían? Like, how would...
No, pues en cuanto llegas a un lugar, todo el mundo te ve. Like, ve que bajas estuches o lo que tú quieras y eso llama la atención.
Like, oh, okay, de aquí soy, como quien dice.
Y más en un lugar inseguro, güey.
Have you dealt with that, compa? Like with has acompañado a Roberto. You know, you played with all these stuff, like with all these people and shit. Did you deal with that constantly? You know, having I guess you can say like the management not really be there for you guys and shit like that.
Sí, yo creo que eso se vive con muchos artistas, güey, que por querer ahorrarse poquito dinero descuidan cosas que deberían de llamar
descuidan la agrupación.
Exactamente.
But do you think it's every? Oh, not every, but do you think it's like for the most part?
It's really common, güey.
A lot of times the artist is not really taken care of.
Ponle que el artist sí y sus músicos no, güey. La mayoría del tiempo ven a los músicos como empleados, como si no comen no hay pedo, güey.
So in that case, it was just like, oh, let's make sure Roberto's good.
Exactly.
These fucking guys.
Yeah,
con que llegan
con
a
que
tocar,
tengan un techo, güey, y una pinche cama con eso.
Con que no estén durmiendo en la calle, pues, I think they're gonna be more than grateful.
Yeah, güey, no, pero cada quien maneja su compañía como.
Compa, and looking back to when you started music, what's one consejo that you would give yourself? And I mean this for, you know, other people that are starting off. You know, what consejo would you give them, or what consejo would you give yourself in that time when you're starting off?
When you're starting off, pues disciplina, güey, y un chingo de ensayo y ponerte metas, güey.
How so?
Ponerte metas, por decir, pon un ejemplo, tener un grupo, pertenecer a un grupo, y ya estando en ese grupo tratar de subir de niveles, metas así, güey.
And it's a good thing you say this también. I learned this today about you, compa. You're very punctual. You're very puntual. How important is that in your agrupación?
I think eso es todo. De ser puntual, la neta, pues, la neta es alguien que no es puntual, la neta, pues, no cabe en muchas partes, güey.
Mi compa no va a decir eso, pues, pero él llegó aquí, nosotros todavía andábamos arreglando cables y todo el rollo, y mi compa Gio todavía no había comido, y se puso a comer, ahí se puso a cenar, andaba platicando con la novia, pues, y pues, you know, algo más improfesional, pues, y ahí me disculpa mi compa por no estar listos, pues, you know, pero sí, yo pienso que eso es una de las cosas que muchas veces no se ve, like, a lot of the times, compa, we look at this more so as a hobby than we do our job. And when that comes into play, you know, like, we fucking le ponemos menos atención a ciertas cosas, showing up on time.
Yo creo que eso fue algo que me inculcó mis padres, like, you have to be on time, ya sea tu trabajo, ya sea donde quiera que vayas a llegar, llega a tiempo.
Compa, what's your favorite song that you've played with Legado, or that you think, or that you thought that was the best song that you guys have ever thrown down?
I think Cele Uno.
Cele Uno?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because that's one of the songs that wasn't like mainstream. That wasn't like
periódico, así.
like periódico, like el afro, like
Chinito, todo.
el chinito, like and why that one, compa?
I think por los tonos y los arreglos que tiene la song.
It's more a little different, more a little complicated.
Simón.
Compa, I love your music, but I hate you guys, compa. Because there's like Cele Uno is definitely one of the songs that when I'm singing, aparte de que la canción está bien estructurada in the music, la letra también está un poco complicada. So like I'm trying to fucking learn the song and sing it,
I get you,
and then playing bass and fucking up like I'm playing, and then I gotta fucking go from up here to like down here and then up down there, and I'm just like, damn, compa, this shit.
Lo bueno que yo no la tengo que cantar.
Imagínate. Un pedo ahí,
hombre. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you see yourself, compa, within the next couple years? Or where do you see the agrupación? Or where do you see...
Well, me as a person, pues, in 5 years, I see myself más viejo. No, pues, I see myself more, más maduro, más, cumpliendo más metas. I see myself, pues, disfrutando de los logros que hemos tenido.
Do you want to continue with music, like as in?
Yo creo que no. Go ahead, my bad.
No.
Pues sí, yo creo que la música like, no es gripa, no sé, you just can't quit like that. Or,
yeah.
I think si la traes adentro de tu sangre la música, you're always gonna fucking be a musician.
What's one of the biggest goals you wish to achieve or that you have already achieved?
The biggest goals? I think con Legado hemos hecho, like, we've achieved a lot of goals. Man.
You achieved a lot of the stuff that you wanted to go ahead and do.
Sí, man.
El día de mañana, si usted no está y la muerte está más segura que...
Sí, no, pues.
You know, está más segura que el papi Biden el fin del año. You know, el día de mañana, what do you want to have left as a legacy? Or what do you want people to remember you as by?
Pues como una persona normal, corriente, humble, like, que siempre me he llevado bien con todo el mundo. Así.
That's what you want to be remembered as?
Yes, sir.
Your favorite local group, compa?
My favorite local, hay varios.
There's a gang load of good.
You can't put me in that spot, compa.
Nah. And I know you got local homies and local grupos that are homies. Nah, compa, you gotta pick one.
That's hard, la neta. It's hard. Hay varios. Látigo norteño, that's one. I like Agrado, güey. ¿Quién más? Pues, Pistones, güey.
Pistones.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Pelochino.
Compa Uriel. Y compa Pache.
Compa Pachi,
That's right.
Compa Brian, and then Agrado side, Compa Kiki.
Chepo.
Compa Chepo.
Genarón.
El Genarón.
Compa Rudy.
They all have this different style, compa. And this is going back to what we were talking about, that you implement your style in your music. You know, when people hear Agrado, they say, that's fucking Agrado. Or when people say,
Pistones.
that's Pistones, is because they recognize it. How proud are you of what Legado has become, or that, you know, you guys are just so easily recognizable?
Who's super proud, I think que cuando haces música que la gente te reconozca, that's something big.
I feel like, compa, you guys are now, and not per se with whatever happened with you guys and the company that you guys were with, but I just feel like now you guys are more so free to do whatever you guys want and are going to continue to do great things, compa. And you guys are going to continue to create good music and be your own people and express more in your music. And compa, I just hope that, you know, you guys can, you know, keep going and keep playing and keep performing at these venues and leaving a legacy. ¿Cómo dice? ¿Cómo dice,
compa, creando un legado, pues.
Que sigan creando el legado, compa, and I hope, la neta, que les vaya, si les va bien ahorita, compa, que les vaya mucho mejor.
Muchas gracias.
I appreciate you, compa. I appreciate the time. I appreciate you coming out here. It's a fucking drive, compa. Compa, that's a fucking drive.
No.
And, you know, más que nada, compa, thank you. I appreciate it, compa.
Oh, ya saben, compa.
Muchas gracias por todo. And I want to go off and, you know, thank everybody that's, you know, been hitting me up and been checking out the fucking YouTube. My homie Gio Stato behind the camera.
Behind the scenes, yep.
My homie Moy, my compacito from New Generation Barbershop. Mi compadre Sergio, my cuñado Caesar. You know, always being, you know, been helping out whenever they can and shit like that. And, well, everybody listening, guys, thank you, guys. Hopefully we have you here again, compa.
Oh, no. For sure.
If you guys want to bring the whole grupo, you guys are more than welcome.
Le echamos la mitad, lo dijo.
Pues, como les digo, muchas gracias a todos. Tune into the next episode, guys. Subscribe, please. Listen to my boy and subscribe. Gio, put the button up there. Yes, guys. Thank you, guys.
Chingazo.
Compa. Fucking thank you.